that one, because that is frustrating not only by results, but because there's so many things that over the course of the season you guys did well that you weren't doing well this past week.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone was a little frustrated in regards. I think we're happy about the outcome of a win, but I think when we look back, we're so demanding of ourselves and so intrinsic in looking back and saying we're really good in these certain situations, really good on these certain plays, and when they don't come to fruition, you're kind of like, dang, you wish we had. But I mean, you got to kind of move forward with that and really just look at the tape and evaluate ourselves and say, okay, how can we hit that? How can we see it? Where do we miss, or what can we do better? Because there's a lot of plays out there we left that were really good plays, and they're just off a little bit. So I think there's time for that in each game. As I get attacked by the ghost here. But I think moving forward this week, you guys have been great. You guys have been great at seeing those things and adjusting. And we got a veteran group adjusting, that is. And we got a veteran group that's excited about this week's work.
Understanding that execution always is a huge component, but when you're trying to get a feel in a game of when it's not your day and certain things are usually off, how do you know when to stick with something as opposed to say get away from passing on second down from who's going to better? How do you know?
Yeah, I mean, predominantly that's. I think the one thing that we've done well off season, our second down success has been really good in certain situations, and I saw an adjustment. Really, we made an adjustment in the second half a little bit on a couple of second down runs, which were really good. And it's just it's a feel thing in the course of a game, and you feel that certain things may be working, or certain guy, a hot hand, or maybe you're a little bit out of rhythm to get back in it. You adjust. And I think you saw that in the game last week a little bit. On second down, we did a couple of runs and hit some big runs on second and long, and that worked out well. So over the course of the game, those things present themselves, and we communicate it, and hopefully, remain effective.
Justin Herbert has said it would mean everything to win a Pac-12 title, to be able to go to the Rose Bowl. How impressive is his desire, his want to, and his heart as you guys are preparing for Friday?
Yeah, I think Justin's passion is everyone, if they don't know, is as good as it gets about, number one, Oregon, number two, about his teammates, and then his play, and no one shoulders it more than him. His passion's, it's almost, you can almost taste it. It's just, you feel it on him sometimes, and so he's really excited. I think he's really excited. I think we're all really excited. I think, again, the biggest part for him is another chance to play with an O on his chest with his guys that he's been with, and his senior year in a place he wanted to play, and that's really cool to see.
What does CJ's had to battle his injuries and availability. How we've made of Travis and his role in the running game and checkdowns and whatnot is just his help for you guys.
Yeah, Travis continues to be an awesome guy, man. Very valuable in regards to everything we do, and pound for pound, again, one of the toughest guys we got. Smart guy, getting better every week, and he's done an awesome job. And I think when CJ gets a little banged up, we're not afraid to go with him and everything we ask him to do. And he's smart, and he's done a really nice job, and we're going to need him here as we move forward.
What does it mean for you to be coaching in a conference championship game like this?
I think I probably share the sentiments of everyone. I mean, this is what you work for, going all the way back to when you guys we first get together in the building as a team. I don't think there's an independent. I don't ever think about what it means to me, like myself personally. I don't. This is such a 130 to 200 person rig. It's involved on that plane ride and everything we do, man. I think it's just really special to be part of this group at this time, at this place. This is a special place to me and our family and my team and the group we're with and the offense and defense. And it's just awesome. It's a really special thing.
I know you guys do the 1-0 every week kind of mentality, but does that feel somewhat different when there's less games to look after that one and it being kind of the postseason now?
No, it probably feels more advanced in that regard because the lights get brighter, the media gets bigger, the noise gets louder, and you have to just go out and practice on a Monday or Tuesday and be 1-0 today and focus on just what's in front of us. Otherwise, you get things too far in front, and it's hard. It's really hard today's age to not get out too far ahead of yourself, especially when you're young.
What's the toughest thing about their run defense? In fact, again, all four of those guys on the line, they're all kind of equal in terms of what they've done. There's not kind of an All-American on the right side and not on the left, but you got to kind of prepare for all sides of that front four in particular.
Yeah. I mean, this is as good as front as we faced. I mean, this is as solid a Utah defense as there is, and they've done an awesome job. They perennially have been that way up front, and you're not going to cancel any one of these guys out. They're all going to be big and physical and coached well, and they're going to give us everything we want and got, and we're excited about that. Yeah.
Do you guys see a little bit of yourselves in them? I mean, you guys as a team seem like you take pride in winning the battle up front, punching teams in the mouth, being physical, being dominant on the lines. They seem like they're also kind of a team that hangs their hat on that as well. Do you see the similarities there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think a lot of people do see the similarities in what we're doing and what we're trying to do culture-wise. I mean, they've been doing it for a really long time. This goes back a long time in Utah. They've been doing that, and we're having a chance to get there in early stages and be a physical football program, which we believe in. And it's good to see that those things are paying off at equal programs. I mean, it's good to see that those attributes are things other people believe in and they're working, and we believe in it for sure. And we hope to take the next step forward.
This is vaunted of accent, also not just the line, because you could argue this is the best secondary in the league. You could argue that this is two of the strongest linebackers combined with the front. Right?
Correct. Yeah, every level of this defense is good. I mean, it's all over the film. It's all over everything they do. They're coached really, really well. They've got really good players on both ends, from sideline to sideline, top to bottom, and they've proven that. We've got to go out and we've got our hands full, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great test.
What makes unique compared to other edge rushers, you guys?
Well, he's just got the traits. He's got the get off. He's got the strength. He's got pass rush. He's got the ability to pull and push. He just does a really good job at point of attack. He's quick off the ball. You have to count for him. He's a guy who does a really good job, and you got to know where he's at. He just is a special player.
You mentioned how big this past week, certainly this week coming up west for Justin. They talked on the telecast about how he addressed the team last Thursday after his first time in his career, feeling that when it coincides with performance that was unusual. Do you think at all that maybe mentally he treated last week differently than it was? They got away from it?
No, I think that last week was really big for him. I mean, it's a really big game for all those seniors. I think that he treated it the way that he deserved to treat it. Been here a long time. He's from here. It's prideful, and I think that's an anxious game and a great opportunity against a rival. And the last game in Autzen, I'm going to shoot. Strap that up. That's going to be hard. That's an emotional, and I'm proud that he pulled it through.
How much does the lessons or the performance against Auburn factor into this one? They had a really good front seven, and confidence that you guys could move the ball against that group and maybe extends over to this.
Yeah,
one.
I hope our guys, we've talked about the way we try to play up front, the culture we've set up front, and I think going back all the way to game one, we say, hey, we started with that type of mentality, and we've seen a great team there, and we're seeing another amazing team here, and we saw teams in the middle that challenged us. I think that it was the starting ground for what we wanted to get to, and it's nice that our guys got to this point. It's really, really excited for them.
You guys have prepped for big games and bowl games, but conference championships, it's something this program hasn't had since 2014. None of the seniors even were on the team when this happened. I mean, is this a different experience feeling-wise from some of these guys, at least that you gathered, it being a game that they haven't played in this program hasn't had in 5-6 years?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's just kind of it goes without saying those guys haven't played in this game, and I think they're excited as heck to be there. And I know that they've come out this week and they've done a really nice job. None of those guys have played in the conference championship, and so I think this has been a goal of theirs, and you can see that they're excited about it.
It was been many weeks ago since they played USC, but basically USC beat them with third-string quarterback. Does that give you a little bit of think? You looked at that, give a little bit of optimism, or learn something from that?
I think each team's a little different. USC's, not us, and they may have had a third-string quarterback. They've also got a really talented group of wide receivers. We do too, but that's each place has got a different recipe. We definitely take into account every team that played them and try to find out what it is that some teams did well. They've just done such a good job against everyone. You've got to make sure you use your recipe as best you can and don't get too far out of the box and do what you do.
When you guys are facing a team that wants to play the clock like the past 2 opponents had, these guys to the country in time of possession, how much do you feel an onus, Marcus, to break them from that getting up by 3 scores? I mean, everybody always wants to get up 3+ scores and get a blowout such a week, but do you feel an onus where the only way you can shake a team from that, you can't control the field goal this fast, and you can't control the pylon?
Yeah, I mean, ideally you'd like that. You'd like a team that's ball control to go out and start setting it out and be out in front of them. But I think this year we've done a good job. At times we needed to come back from behind and come back if we need to. But obviously we want to start fast. I don't think that there's certain things you can control, and we want to be efficient because we know they're very efficient. And I think we got to come out and play good efficient ball, and take care of what we need to take care of, and play collective football with our offense defense.
Well, the weather could be as awful as they're saying it might be 90-mile-an-hour winds and rain.
Yeah.
So how much does that impact what you may or may not be able to do when it's this, but it could be this bad?
Yeah, I just got to take it into account when it's going to be bad weather. I mean, wet ball drills and the sloppy turf and things that could happen. You got to take it all into account and figure out how you can work with it and put your best game plan forth if that does become part of it for sure. Have to take it into account.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.